All right, going to hop into another swing check here from my buddy Mark. First things first, overall posture and setup is really good. No problems there. As we take the club back, you can see we got a little bit of an inside takeaway, so the club face is quite a bit behind the hands there, and the club face is open. I would suggest trying to get your club face in alignment with the hands, which is what the tour pros do, so somewhere kind of in this box. And then the club face angle should be kind of in alignment with that lead wrist. Okay, that's kind of a textbook takeaway. As we get you up to the top of the golf swing, pretty good top position there. I really like it. You got a lot of depth, so that's good. Loading into your right knee, that's good. As you start your downswing, you do a great job of shallowing out the golf club even more than parallel to the primary. It's underneath the primary, which is great. And then this is kind of where, this is really where the stuff happens that I would adjust, okay? So from here going down, it's not really as much your club as it is your body. So what's happening here is you're doing a great job of hitting the ball from the inside out, which is great. So when you make solid contact, I'm assuming you probably hit some pretty nice draws. And you probably hit it solid. But when you miss it, it can probably be a pretty bad miss. And that's going to happen because of what's happening with your overall posture in your lower body. So you do a great job of turning your hips, but because your hips are sliding towards the golf ball this way, it's going to cause some inconsistent contact, I'm assuming. And so what's happened here is that your belt buckle, okay, is kind of tucking and going kind of upwards this way while your hips are rotating around, if that makes sense. So it's your pelvic tilt. So in other words, imagine your belt buckle kind of pointing towards the sky rather than your belt buckle pointing towards the ground as you rotate. Okay, so your hips are kind of tucking underneath your spine as they're rotating, rather than keeping the hips back and driving this right shoulder down and in. Okay, that's going to help. If you can keep your hips more back in your downswing, it's going to help you post into this left leg. See how your left leg is not able to post there? That's because your hips are tucking and turning rather than keeping your hips back. So you really want to get to where you can post into this left leg rather than having this amount of bend going on there, okay? So I hope that helps. As always, aim small, swing smooth. Peace.